Welcome to a riveting session of Evanced on the Web. I'm Sabrina Canale, your training coordinator. Today's topics, we are going to cover how to find information about your products and get online help. First of all, let's talk about evancedsolutions.com. As you can see on my screen, this would be our homepage, and it has a wealth of knowledge about each one of our products. But did you know that there is a whole support area that contains a big knowledge base, as well as a nice training calendar where you can go and view live webinars on specific dates and times? Let's go check out the training calendar. Here we are. This should look familiar to our events customers. This is our events calendar. As you can see down below on the calendar, we have a listing of lots of sessions going on throughout the month. Typically, we have each session running about once a week. Depending on how busy we are here and what kind of holidays we are, there may be a couple of times where you're not going to see a few sessions. Now, as you can see, each one of our products, Summer Reader, Events, and Room Reserve, each have two sessions that run. One is called, for instance, Summer Reader Session 201. The second session is called Summer Reader Session 301. The difference between the two is that Summer Reader Session 201 is specific to those basic staff members. We will go over the patron information, and then we'll take a look at only the staff functions on the administrative side. The Summer Reader Session 301, Admin Only, is specifically geared towards administrators. We're going to cover how to configure the software, how to add programs, how to update email configuration, change the software however it meets your needs. That holds true for each one of our products. There's a 201 session and a 301 session for Room Reserve and Events as well. We also post when we're going to be attending conferences. So as you can see, for the month of November, we'll be attending the CLA conference. This will let you know as our customers where to find us. Now, if you ever had a question as far as what topics are going to be covered in any one of the sessions that you see on the calendar, above the calendar we have a section that lists all of the sessions as well as links to the agenda. So if I select, for instance, Summer Reader Session 201, it's going to take me right into the agenda, give me a brief overview about the session. Then it also has a YouTube video that goes along with each topic. So if I was unable to attend, or maybe I missed out on some of the information that was displayed during the session, I would be able to go and watch that area again via YouTube. And you are more than welcome to print this agenda before each session. Now, let's go back to evancedsolutions.com. Alright, here we are, back on evancedsolutions.com. For more information about sales and support, obviously you would select the Sales and Customers tab. If you want to know what's going on here at Evanced, you're going to select News and Events. If there's ever a time you feel that you need to contact us, there's a tab specifically for that. If I select Contact Us, you're going to have all of our information to call us or even email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Well, now that you know where to contact support, there are times, I'm sure, where you want to be able to answer those questions on your own. So that means you would like a knowledge base. Let's go take a look at Evanced Solutions' new knowledge base. We're going to do so by selecting the Support tab. And once we select the Support tab, it takes us to the home page of the knowledge base. From here, you can interact in multiple ways with Evanced Solution products. As you can see on this page, we have the knowledge base broken out into our four main products: Events, Room Reserve, Summer Reader, and Branch Anywhere. And once you decide which product you want information on, then we have a listing of categories: FAQs, Frequently Asked Questions, Getting Started, Training, Troubleshooting, and then we also have manuals. If I go into the FAQs, The idea behind the FAQs are going to be frequently asked questions to our support area, things that we're constantly getting asked, and we want to make sure that it's easily ready for you to go in and look through the list for your question. Once you decide which topic that you're interested in learning more about, you just select the article and it'll take you into the article for you to read. To get back to the main page, I'm going to select the support up here in the breadcrumbs. The Getting Started section is basically what it says, how to get started with our product. We want to help you implement our product. So there's going to be checklists, there's going to be a document that you can have your staff members fill out on how they would like the database configured. There's going to be a wealth of knowledge that we're going to share with you to help you implement our product. The next area is training. By selecting training, it gives me two topics, agendas and outlines, and then also videos. If I go to agendas and outlines, you will see it's going to list all of the agendas that are specific to that product. So I can go in again and decide which session that is going to best suit me. Now, under videos, the premises behind this is going to contain all of the videos that are specific to that product. As you can see, I have a little work to do with room reserve, but there are a couple of our other products where you'll see a lot of videos in there. Troubleshooting. Once you go into troubleshooting, the idea behind this is those more complex support questions. So the first one that you see here is configuring email with Evanced products. Well, how do I do that? So when I come in here, I can then see the article specific to how to do that process. Now my favorite area is going to be the manuals. Let's take a look at the events manuals. Once I go into events, you will see it's broken out by version. So I have version 6 and then I have version 7. There were some slight changes between the two, but we want to make sure that you're in the know. For today, I'm going to go ahead and select version 7. When I select version 7, now it wants to know what I'm interested in learning about. Do I want to know more about the staff homepage? Do I want to know more about the pager inside? Or am I interested in installation and upgrades? Well, for today, let's take a look at the staff homepage. That seems to be where all the questions are anyway. When I go into the staff homepage, it breaks it out based on the main topics on the staff homepage. So if I look at Understanding Staff Homepage document, you will see a screenshot of that staff homepage, and then you'll see the 4 main topics: event maintenance, registration attendance, reports, and settings. And under each one of those, there are also subcategories that will also be discussed. So using our breadcrumbs, let's go back one step. I'm going to go back to categories. Okay, so now I'm back under the subcategory section. I now want to maybe learn more about Add, Edit, Archive. Add, Edit, Archive is under the event maintenance topic. Once I select that, I have 2 choices because there were 2 subcategories in that area. We have Add, Edit, Archive, and then we also have View Archive. And again, we have an understanding of those 2 main topics in that area. If I go into Add, Edit, Archive, I now have an understanding of the Add, Edit, Archive, which means it's going to define all of the fields on the screen for me, as well as give me links to other areas in the database. If I want to know how to do something, we also have how-tos, which will also include videos. So if I wanted to know how to archive an event, I would pull that article, and I would be able to print this, and soon to come will be a video on how to archive an event in Events module. Now that we've talked about the layout of how the documentation is in the knowledge base, let's go back to the home page and review how we can search for the documentation. I'm going to scroll back to the top, and using the breadcrumbs, I'm going to go ahead and select Support. By selecting Support, I come back to the home page. Now, if you notice, right here around the top of the page is an area that's called Search Knowledge Base. I can type in something such as how to use Page Editor. Once I do this, I would select the Enter key, or I can select the magnifying glass. Once I do so, it's going to open up all of the articles that meet my criteria that I typed into that search area. So as you can see, one of the first articles here is how to use Page Editor to edit the summer reader registration page buttons. Once I select that, I can go in, review the article to see if that's the one I'm looking for. Let's go back to the home page again. Again, I'm using the breadcrumbs. Again, up here at the top, we have another way of doing a search. It's called Advanced Search. By selecting Advanced Search, I can come over here and put in the criteria for what I'm looking for. So if I wanted to, I could put in archive in the area that's called that contain, and then I can also put in but not. I can choose what category I'd like to search or leave it at all categories. I can also search any word within what I've typed in. I can also choose where I want the information to be searched from. So when I select Search In, I can choose title, content, or even keywords. If I select title, I can have it sort by relevance, popularity, as well as rating. Then I would select Advanced Search. Once I select Advanced Search, it's going to pull up the articles that best meet my criteria that I typed in. So what happens to archived events? Understanding archived reservations. I can go down the list until I find the one that best suits my needs. Again, I'm going to go back to the home page. And now we're going to recap all of the information that you gathered from this webinar. First of all, you have ways of searching all of our documentation by drilling down using our categories that we have listed in each one of our products. You have your FAQs, getting started, the training, troubleshooting, as well as manuals. So you would just select the module that you're interested in, learning more information about, and then select the category that best meets your needs. Other tools on the page, we have recently added articles and most popular articles. You can add those to RSS feeds to whatever site you use, such as maybe Google, to keep up to date as to what we're adding to the knowledge base. Other information on the page is going to be our upcoming webinars. As you can see, we have a calendar over here, and if I was to select a date, it's going to take me to the events calendar to show me the information for that particular date. But I can also see a running RSS feed giving me information about the upcoming events for today. So we have room reservation 301, we have events training, and then we also have a summer reader session. By selecting one of those, I would be able to register for that particular session. If you ever have a question that we do not answer within the knowledge base, you still have access to our customer support area. If you need their information, by selecting the tab up here called Contact Us, it's going to take you to the information such as their email address as well as phone numbers. We also include our sales information and then also if you want to order a new product. This concludes our overview of our new knowledge base. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at support@evancedsolutions.com. Otherwise, feel free to search the knowledge base for any documentation, and if by chance we're missing something that you're interested in or would like to have documented, please feel free to give us that information via our support area.